questions.
Guys, you guys had a pretty hot start, Sean especially. I mean, you started out shooting well. Just tell me how kind of the game started out for you, and how you were feeling early on.
I kind of told myself at the beginning of the game, I'm gonna come out aggressive. Not, selfishness, but just aggressive. And shots were falling, so, as a shooter and they fall, you keep shooting. So that's just all it was.
Anthony, you started getting it going in the second half and started hitting some big shots, and it just seemed like maybe, I won't go into officiating too much, but it seemed like it was pretty physical at times, and there were some calls that were pretty tough at times. What you seen and felt in the second half?
Yeah, man, a couple of the offensive fouls, I don't agree with them, but, the refs, to me, don't dictate the game. I think early on we should have took a lead on this team. Not trying to downplay them or anything, but I don't think their talent level match up with ours. So,
what do you guys feel like was maybe the biggest reason tonight that this one kind of slipped away from you?
I don't want to, throw out excuses, but I know most of us we're beat up a little bit. A lot of us got to play a lot of minutes. We're all kind of banged up a little bit. But as the game goes along, and it's a neck-and-neck game, and they constantly hitting big shots, it kind of drains you a little bit. So
I was going to ask that. There were several times throughout this game that they hit shots either at the shot clock buzzer, 1 or 2 seconds to go in the shot clock. I mean, did that start to maybe weigh on you guys? Because it was almost like a bag breaker at times, or so it seemed to me.
yeah, it was tough, especially when the game is close like that. And, they're going to hit shots, at the buzzer, literally. 1 second left on the shot clock. Those things are mentally draining. We let a team make 11 threes, anybody in the country, the favor going to be on their side. That's anybody.
You guys had a 1-point lead of 64-63, and y'all gave up back-to-back 3-pointers over on the right side. Was there just a defensive breakdown, or they just make tough shots?
They made tough shots, and we had our guys hands in their face, hands up, trying to contest as hard as they can. When you're so far out, then you think they're not shooting it, and they shoot it with a hand in their face. You just gotta live with that, really.
Sean, how do you feel? I know obviously you went down, you had to go to the back, you came back in, and I could tell you were still pretty ginger, out there. And then of course you had that open look. And but how do you feel physically after you went down?
I'm not gonna lie, it's hurting, but I was telling the trainer, he kept trying to no, I gotta check. I'm like, no, come on, we can do this after the game. Let me go out there. But I think everybody just logged all the minutes, which all just kind of tired, beat up a little bit. But that's what we got this whole few days before Thursday's game. So.
Did you twist your knee or extend it? Hyperextend
It went on the inside. When I stopped, the part below my knee twisted, but the other part just stayed, and it just kind of tweaked. I'm like, and it just.
Anthony, you obviously didn't do a whole lot in the first half, but you had a big second half. It was just kind of the plan to get you the ball and go to work on them. They weren't real big inside.
Yeah, for me to be more aggressive. I think in the first half I didn't start out as aggressive as I did in the second half, and coach drew up a couple plays for me to get the ball. So, yeah, that was the game plan.
Anthony, it gets frustrating, I'm sure. Obviously you guys did pretty well playing defense. You didn't get called for a lot of fouls. I think as a team, I was looking at this, 11 fouls all game. You guys played pretty good defense in regards to that. But how much did that affect your aggression that, it seemed like every time you were kind of getting physical on inside the paint that the whistle was going off?
Yeah,
did that change your mindset any?
Yeah, not the first one, but the second one when I had 4 fouls. Coach told me just posting my hand up, and I couldn't be as aggressive as I was early on, but I just kept my hands up and prayed the referee and called a foul on me.
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks, guys.